This is Damon Stevens with Finn Wealth Builders, and today is Thursday, June 24th, 2021. And this is a stock market analysis and update. And oh boy, were the bulls in town. We're seeing all-time new highs, and Tesla continues to perform for us. It's been being traded by our group for last few weeks here, and it just continues to perform every day. So if you're on it with us, congratulations, because a huge gap up last night if you held some, but even if you didn't today, you could have got in and still got some Tesla. So hopefully you're benefiting from that. And then also there's other stocks that we're watching, and we'll be watching for tomorrow. Last day of the week tomorrow for trading for this week. So if you're green, keep yourself safe, lock those profits in, and make sure that you're managing your risk, and that way you can end the week on a positive note. So let's go ahead and get into it. Take a look at what's going on. All right, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to FinWealth Live. That's our YouTube channel. We also have a Facebook channel page as well. And that way you can continue to be updated and like our videos if they're helping you out and giving you trading ideas. So let's go ahead and go to the market. If you look at the market overview, Dow Jones was up 0.95, NASDAQ was up 0.69, and S&P 500 up 0.58. So they are just really doing well. Very bullish market that we're operating in. If you look at the heat map, you can see that just about most everything was green. And even Tesla still just is this nice bright green because it just continues to perform. Amazon's down a little bit. We'll talk about that one. Apple is down a little bit. Microsoft was up. The overall market was well. On the scan, it was MRIN, and we'll talk about that one as well here next. Just to give you an idea, I did not trade this one today. I saw it on the scanner, but I was in so many other trades that I just could not take that one. So I just ignored it. Put it on my back list. It's actually on my list for tomorrow for trading because it did gap up here quite a bit in the morning. From 150 to clear up to 350, which is great. Then it pulled away and all day kind of traded flat. And then at the end of the day, it gave us another pop up here. And so that's what I'm looking for is to get in on this tomorrow if it continues to move up, or if it pulls back a little bit and it gives us another ride. We'll keep it on there through next week and see if it can provide us some additional benefits on a scalping day basis. So very good. Tesla is doing great. Looking on a daily chart, you can see that it just continues to perform. It gapped up actually. So if you're holding it, you woke up this morning very happy in green. And then it continued to ride up. It gave us almost got to 700. That's the breaking point to get to the next level. So it almost got to 700, pulled back a little bit. It's kind of right in the middle, kind of retrace about 50%, which is normal as we talk about every day on this channel. But we're right in the middle. We have a gap now to fill. So tomorrow on Friday, is Friday going to be a flat day? Is it going to be a day where we go back and fill the gaps, or is it going to go to all-time new highs? Now, my thoughts on this is, we're really elevated. I mean, we've had huge bull runs and very little pullback. So just be careful out there. If you haven't locked profits in, make sure you're locking your profits in. I would assume that we got to have a pullback at some point, because otherwise the market will start to stall out. Prices won't move. And when it does that, usually there's a pullback. It gets the momentum back in the market, which we've had a great, week this week with momentum. So, and with the volatility. So it's great. But if it starts to stall out, probably be a pullback. So just be aware of that. Be careful. But so Tesla did great today. MOXC is another one that's been on our list for the last few days, and you can see it every day. It just continues to climb up. Now we peaked over the new highs, and we pulled back here. But you can tell that we're way above this original breakdown candle. So we're going to new highs. So this is like no man's land. We don't know how high this is going to go, or when and if it's going to pull back, and retrace, because it hasn't pulled back and retraced. And then when it retraces, it could pull back here, right to around, $17. So just be careful on that. If you haven't locked in any profits in, definitely do that. But we're going to be watching this one, see if it gives us another run tomorrow. It is elevated. So above the 5, so it could pull back even more, but we'll see. Trade the price and watch the action on it. But this has been our list for a few days here. Continues to perform well for us. I could only do 3 trades a day. That's all I could have, the screens and time for when I'm on the road. So, but yeah, it's doing great. So just keep that up. Roku, I caught a little piece of this today right before lunch, but then I just couldn't sit there and watch it. So I just got out of it. So I didn't really get, make any money on it, a whole lot of money on this, but it did great. Roku's a great stock today. Gave you a nice run, 423 to 431. Going to be watching this tomorrow for another pull tomorrow. You see it's staying above the 50. I like that a lot, or the 100 here. Here's the 50. So we'll see if we can bump this up again and get another trade out of it tomorrow. And Wish is great. It bounced off this the 200 here back over the moving averages, and it just kind of it gave you a skyrocket. I mean, it's really good. So Wish continues to deliver for us every day. So just keep that on your radar if you're not trading it. Just know we're elevated here a little bit. I think this still could run up to $16, $17 if we get a push on it. So just keep an eye on it. Make sure you're locking profits in. Clove, it's been on our list for a few weeks here. Continues to remain above the 100 moving average, so that's good. It kind of pulled back a little bit today, so that's a little concerning. But overall, it's giving you at least a few bumps. It's kind of a smaller range than what has been in the past, but it's still giving you a buck or 50 cents on this, and on a small price stock, that's pretty good. XPEV's been on and off our list quite a bit. It's back on my list just to monitor it. It's been consolidating here. I just want to see if it's going to give us a pop. So I'm keeping an eye on that, see if that'll get above that 200 moving average here and give us another run here. Invax, this has been a killer. This has been like Tesla. I didn't trade it today because I just couldn't do more than 3 stocks today. So I didn't trade today because it's just done it gives it such a good run. But it still gave us a good run today. If you're on this, it gave you a nice pop, pull back down to the 100 moving average, and then back up again. So you're back at 192.51. So again, above all the moving averages. So it's going to stay on my radar. I'm going to keep trading this until it just fizzes out. Amazon, we talked about this last couple days. We had this flat doge in here, which is a good warning sign that you're probably gonna have a pullback. And then we hadn't pulled back really 50%. We had this whole run, and you can see the last run we talked about this again, how we got a run, and we pulled all the way back down, almost to the 200. And so we had this big run again, almost to the same place, and then price, and then now we pulled back down to the 10. We could pull back to the 20 tomorrow. Not sure. It just depends on what the market does, but it's very likely we could pull back. That would give us another, full retracement on this stock. Amazon gave us a great run up. If you're shorting it, just be careful. But there should be some retracement in there left over. So we'll see. ALF continues to do well. Gave you a nice lift today, $11 off this 200 up to 13.75. So really good trade. So we're going to continue trading this here. This has been a good one for this week, and we're going to keep watching it here. I put a new one on here, Nike. It kind of gave a nice run up to 140 almost. It can't pull back, go up to 138 again. Pull clear back down here, 127. Give a run back up to 133. I think this might pop up here. There should be some news coming out on Nike, so this might give us a pop tomorrow. So look for that in the morning. We're above the moving averages here, and so just let's keep an eye on Nike and see if that'll give us something tomorrow. The other one I'm looking for is Foot Locker, which goes right along that with Nike. So this one gave us a nice run today as well. I'm looking at see if this can give us more tomorrow. It looks like it kind of broke down here on this last candle and pulled back about 50%, but I want to see if this can continue to pop up here above this 50 moving average. You can see that it honored it here, and it stayed above the 20 most of the time, and then popped to here right off the 50. So if it can honor this here, we could possibly run back up again. So watching Foot Locker and Nike tomorrow. For the dollar index, it continues to be flat. That's okay. It's in a good place for the stock market to continue to do well. The VIX dropped as well, and it's kind of flat. So it's in a good range now, around $16 to keep the market going healthy and strong. Spying and see that it gapped up here. You have a little gap shade in there, and I'll do that later. But you see they gapped up here. It just continues to run to pop up here and make new highs all the time. So we'll see how long it can last. Really the next goal, $428, is next, and then 430. And so we'll see how far this will take us. The Qs, same thing, gapped up there. We talked about this on our video. That 350 was the next mark, and there we are, above right at 350. So the next mark up here is going to be 354. If we can get above that, then we're going to be going to 360. But again, just keep an eye. We're elevating off of this 5 moving average here, 5-day moving average. So it could pull back, and Friday would be a perfect day for it to pull back a little bit, just at least to check back in. And so we'll see what it does. But we've had such a good rally. I think the stock's got to rest a little bit. Don't know when that's going to happen, but I think it needs a rest, which means just flat. So if you're in flat, market's choppy, stay out, because it'll just chop you out of your money. So just keep that in mind. So the semiconductors, you got a triple top here. You have one here, and another here. So continue to try to break out to new highs. Very bullish. It's above all the moving averages. So very well, we could look for a breakout. This was the range that kind of broke out before. So there should be some resistance here around the 257 mark. So we'll see if that does add resistance. If it does get popped through, if it gaps up tomorrow over that, then we're definitely going to new highs. So we'll see what that pushes up. IWM, you can see that it's had nice bull run here. Continues to run up. We're getting close to that 233 mark. That should be resistance. So it may pull back from there if it does bump up there tomorrow. The Dow Jones, we had this pullback, and boy, it just continues to rally up. It's up over the moving averages. So it's just, it's strong. We've had, by the dips, you've had a dip here, and a dip here. So 3 dips on the Dow Jones to buy in and ride it back up. So we'll see if that continues to play out for us in the positive direction tomorrow. Gold flat, not much to say about that. Silver's flat as well. Just trying to see, get a direction here. As long as it stays above this 200 moving average, that's good. But it's got to start recapturing some of these other moving averages, or at least get them to curl up and start to move up. And it has not done that, which is, after so much time, it could pull possibly back to the 200 to lower. It doesn't start moving. Bitcoin, you can see here it's trying to rally up. It's got to 35,000. If it can get up to past 35,000 is above the 20 now. Now it's got to run up and try to get above the 50 at 30, around 36, and then it'll hit to 37 and continue to work its way up. But could be that all the selling off could be done, and we could be moving up. But be careful, because don't know what's going to happen tomorrow as far as if we're going to have a pullback or not. So just be careful. Doge is gapping up here, and see that it's just moving up, and it's actually moving up faster than the other cryptos. So hopefully you got a piece of that. I know that there's news that it was going on Coinbase today to be traded, so I don't know if that's going to give it a boost, or probably it's helping to boost it up. And so that may help as well. Just be careful though. When you get those big boosts, sometimes they last, and sometimes they're just a short rally and then a big sell-off. So if you're in Doge for the long term, then I guess you'll be riding it out. If you're not, if you're trying to scalp this, or you've been shorting it, just be careful out there, because it's kind of hard to save it. As long as Bitcoin continues to be strong and run, Doge should be along with it, and may outperform it if it's got a lot of this momentum behind it. So just keep that in mind. But other than that, that's the market. That's my analysis, what I've been trading, what I'm looking at for tomorrow. Hopefully some of that benefits you and helps you in your trading. And be safe out there. Have a great rest of the week, and enjoy your weekend.